Sometimes the mask sticks to the skin. You smile when you want to scream. You stand tall when you want to collapse. You build a fortress so beautiful, so intricate, that no one suspects there is a lonely child living in the highest tower, waiting to be seen. We spend our lives perfecting this performance. Carl Jung called it the persona, the face we wear to meet the world. It is the compromise between who you really are and who the world demands you to be. But there is a dangerous price to pay for being strong all the time. You think you are hiding your pain? You think your silence is a shield? No. The truth is, your persona is leaking. The lie you tell the world has become so convincing that you have started to deceive even yourself. You are exhausted, not because of the work you do, but because of the weight of the character you are playing. This is not just a casual personality test. This is an interrogation of your soul. We are here to expose the specific defense mechanism that is secretly draining your energy and reveal the power you have been suppressing to make others feel comfortable. The answer lies before you, hidden in the form of these 4 peacocks. They are the mirrors of your subconscious. Number 1, the Radiant Peacock, exploding with color, demanding attention. Number 2, the White Peacock, silent, ghostly, pristine as snow. Number 3, the Midnight Blue Peacock, dark, merging with the shadows, guarding a mystery. Number 4, the Golden Peacock, regal, heavy with metal, standing like a king. Don't overthink this. Let the armor fall for just a second. Which one pulls you in? Which one feels like a memory you haven't lived yet? Have you made your choice? Hold that image tightly in your mind. Before we unlock the door to your hidden self, I invite you to make a small promise to your intuition. Click the subscribe button below, not just to join a channel, but as a commitment to prioritize your own healing today. If you are ready to face the truth, press the like button to seal your intention. Now, let us see who you really are. If your soul was drawn to the Radiant Peacock, with its tail fanned out in a spectacular display of 1,000 eyes, you have chosen the path of the luminous giver. To the world, you are the sun. You are the spark that ignites the room. You possess a terrifyingly high emotional intelligence. You can walk into a gathering and instantly sense who is sad, who is angry, and who needs a friend. And before you even realize it, you have transformed into exactly what they need. You fill the awkward silences. You tell the jokes. You become the heartbeat of the party. But let me speak to the silence that comes after the party ends. You are so very tired, aren't you? Your exhaustion is not physical. It is existential. You feel a deep, gnawing loneliness even when you are surrounded by people who adore you. Why? Because you suspect that they love the light you provide, but they would not know what to do with your darkness. You have built a persona that is low maintenance and high energy. You hide your own storms because you are terrified that if you show your sadness, you will become a burden. And to you, being a burden is the ultimate sin. But listen to me. This is not a flaw. This is a sign of a magnificent generosity. You burn so brightly, not because you are shallow, but because you are a guardian of the atmosphere. You treat your energy like a fireplace that must never go out, because you are afraid that if you stop burning, the people you love will freeze. You have sacrificed your right to be moody, your right to be boring, just to ensure that everyone else feels safe and entertained. You are a martyr of joy. Deep in your past, perhaps you learned that love was conditional. Maybe you had to cheer up a sad parent, or you were the peacemaker between fighting siblings. You learned that your value lay in your utility, in your ability to fix the vibe. You constructed this colorful, loud, radiant mask because the quiet inside felt too vast, too echoing. You fear that without the applause, without the validation of being the fun one, you might simply fade away. My dear luminous one, the universe wants you to know this. The sun also sets. And when the sun sets, the world does not end. The stars come out. the moon rises. Life continues in the dark. You do not have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. It is not your job to manage the emotions of everyone in the room. The healing you need is permission to be dull. Next time you are with friends, try saying less. Let the silence hang in the air. Let someone else tell the joke. Let someone else fix the problem. The people who truly love you, the ones worthy of your magnificent light, will love you just as much in the shadows. In fact, they are waiting for you to stop performing so they can finally meet the real you. Lower your tail feathers. Rest your voice. You are enough, simply existing. If you chose the white peacock, the creature of silence, mist, and snow, you have chosen the path of the ethereal observer. There is a profound nobility in your soul, but also a sharp, freezing isolation. In a world that screams for attention, you whisper. You have built your persona out of purity, precision, and a certain untouchable distance. Others might describe you as hard to read, aloof or no, or even snobbish. But they are mistaken. You are not cold. You are simply overwhelmed. You are what psychologists call a highly sensitive person, HSP. Your nervous system is like a violin string pulled so tight that even a breath of wind makes it vibrate. You feel the chaos, the noise, and the aggression of the world more violently than others. Because you feel so much, you have had to build a sanctuary of ice around your heart. Your perfectionism, your high standards, your need for aesthetic order. These are not just preferences, they are survival mechanisms. You try to create a small pocket of control in a universe that feels messy and dangerous. Your distance is not arrogance. It is a form of spiritual hygiene. You are an old soul who finds the modern world too loud, too fast, and too rude. You retreat into your ivory tower not because you hate people, but because you value your own peace too highly to trade it for cheap interactions. The white peacock hides because it knows its feathers are easily stained. You possess a rare crystalline beauty that requires a gentle environment to thrive. You are the curator of a very private museum, and you don't let just anyone in. That is not a weakness. That is self-respect. Somewhere along the line, you opened your heart, and the world rushed in with muddy boots. You were likely criticized for being too sensitive or too dramatic. So, you learned to freeze your emotions. You learned that if you appear perfect, if you appear calm and untouched, no one can hurt you. You became the observer, watching life through a pane of glass, safe but separated. It is beautiful up there in your tower, high above the mud of human existence. But it is also lonely. The message your unconscious is sending you is this: perfection is a cage. You are guarding a museum where nothing is allowed to be touched. But life is meant to be touched. Life is meant to be messy, sticky, broken, and repaired. Allow yourself to be stained a little. Allow a little bit of chaos to enter your meticulously organized life. Connection requires a breach of your defenses. It requires the ice to melt, just enough to let the water flow. You don't have to merge with the crowd, but please open a window. Let the warm air in. There are other gentle souls out there looking for a quiet place, just like you. You are strong enough to handle the mess. If you were pulled into the darkness of the midnight blue peacock, the one that merges with the shadows, you are the guardian of secrets. You are the deepest of all the souls here today. While others skim the surface of life, you dive to the bottom of the ocean. Your persona is one of mystery, independence, and a sharp, perhaps cynical wit. You do not trust easily. In fact, you make people pass a series of difficult tests before they can even glimpse your true nature. You often feel like the black sheep, or the lone wolf. You walk into a room, and you immediately scan for exits. You scan for threats. You have a built-in lie detector that is terrifyingly accurate. You can see the shadow behind someone's smile within seconds. But this hypervigilance is exhausting. You are always waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are always prepared for the betrayal. You are a warrior who has forgotten that the war is over. But look at what you have built. Your skepticism is actually a form of deep wisdom. You value your heart so incredibly high that you refuse to cast your pearls before swine. You treat your trust like a rare diamond. It is not to be given away freely. Your walls are not made of stone. They are made of scar tissue that has healed into armor. You are the fiercely loyal friend who will help bury the body, but you are also the one who never cries in front of anyone. You protect your vulnerability as if it were a state secret. And that strength, it is awe-inspiring. There is a wound in your history, a profound betrayal. At some point, you loved with a naive, beautiful innocence. You gave everything, and you were punished for it. You learned that vulnerability equals danger. So, you made a silent vow to the child inside you. I will never let anyone hurt us again. You chose the color of the night sky so you could hide in plain sight. You reject help because needing help feels like handing someone a weapon they could use against you. My warrior, listen to me. You can put the sword down now. Your fortress is impenetrable. Yes. You are safe, yes. But nothing can grow in a fortress where the sun is blocked out. By protecting yourself from pain, you have also accidentally protected yourself from joy, from surprise, from the softness of being held. The unconscious is asking you to lower the drawbridge, not all the way, just a few inches. Try to trust someone with a small piece of your truth. Not everyone is an enemy. Not everyone is a threat. Some people are just travelers looking for the same shelter you are. It is time to let the moonlight reflect off your feathers, to be seen, to be known. You are safe enough to be soft. And finally, for those who chose the Golden Peacock, the creature of metal and majesty, you are the burdened sovereign. You are the rock. You are the anchor. You are the one everyone calls when their world is falling apart, because they know you will have the solution. Your persona is the one who has it all together. You take charge. You fix problems. You pay the bills. You organize the plans. You carry the weight of your family, your team, or your community on your shoulders, and you make it look good. You wear your responsibilities like expensive jewelry. But oh, how heavy gold is. Your suffering is the most silent of all, because no one thinks you need checking on. Everyone assumes you are fine because you are always the one helping them. You are lonely, right in the middle of a crowd that depends on you. You often wonder, if I fell down today, who would catch me? Or would they just step over me to ask for more? There is a tragic beauty in your strength. You are an atlas, holding up the sky so that others can play underneath it. You have romanticized your own endurance. You tell yourself that your capacity to tolerate stress is your superpower. You prohibit yourself from complaining. You prohibit yourself from failing. You are a king or a queen who has forgotten that you are also a human being with a mortal body. You shine like gold, but gold is cold to the touch. Deep down, there is a fear that if you are not useful, if you are not successful, if you are not the provider, you will not be loved. You likely had to grow up too fast. You became the parent to your parents, or the adult in the room when you were still a child. You equate control with safety. You fear that if you stop holding up the sky, it will crash down and crush everyone you love. So you stand there, muscles trembling, smiling a golden smile, refusing to ask for help because asking for help feels like failure. Atlas, you can put the world down. It will spin without you for a moment. The unconscious is sending you a desperate plea. Please resign from your position as general manager of the universe. Your worth is not found in what you provide. Your worth is not found in your strength or your money or your advice. You are worthy of love even when you are broken, broke, confused, and powerless. The greatest gift you can give your loved ones is not more solutions. It is your vulnerability. It is showing them that you are human too. Collapse if you need to. Let someone else carry the groceries. Let someone else drive. Return to the simple, soft animal body underneath that golden armor. You have done enough. Now that we have reached the end of this journey, I invite you to take a gentle pause. Just sit in this stillness for a moment. Notice what is rising within you. Do you feel a sudden lightness like a heavy coat has been lifted from your shoulders? Or perhaps you feel a quiet resistance a part of you that wants to look away. Whatever you are feeling right now, it is welcome here. Please remember that the persona you identified today, whether it is the performer, the observer, the guardian, or the sovereign, is not your enemy. It is not something to be ashamed of. These are not lies. They are beautiful, intricate costumes your soul stitched together to survive a world that can be overwhelming and complicated. You do not need to burn these costumes. You do not need to destroy the mask. You only need to learn how to take it off every now and then so that the tender skin underneath has a chance to breathe. Think about the peacock one last time. There is a secret about its feathers. They do not actually contain blue or gold pigment. The color comes from structure. It is the way the light hits the surface that creates the magic. You are the same. You are a trick of the light. You are not fixed. You have the power to shift how the light hits you, and you can choose how you wish to be seen. To seal this realization, I want to leave you with a small ritual of acceptance. I invite you to go to the comment section below and leave a symbol of the peacock you chose. Do not see this as just a comment. See it as a way to bow to the part of you that has been working so hard to protect you. If you chose the Radiant Peacock, leave an image of the sun or a fire. If you chose the White Peacock, leave an image of a dove or a snowflake. If you chose the Midnight Peacock, leave an image of the moon or an ocean wave. If you chose the Golden Peacock, leave an image of a crown or a star. By typing this symbol, you are acknowledging your mask, and by acknowledging it, you are no longer controlled by it. You are stepping back into the driver's seat of your own soul. Declare to the universe, I see my strength, and I honor my pain. Thank you for allowing me to walk through your inner garden today. Be very gentle with yourself tonight. You are doing much better than you know. I will see you in the next introspection.